Um, well, I'm Margaret Ann Windsor. I don't know how to do this. This is the second part of a tape I just put up, a video. Um, so I'm going to wait till I get to the end of this to make any. I'm just going to go on with it. It's political. I was kidnapped. It's who I am that goes so high up. And what is a joke and a sick joke, this whole thing, my kidnapping and the fact that they've done nothing but torture me and my sons and my mom and dad and my country is so hideous in plain sight. But they're talking about the movie now where Sony was going to distribute, and the fact that they were laughing about the interview about killing the North Korean leader. What do you think they've done to me? I took to the social media because I can't get it printed. I can't get an attorney, or they up and leave the next day and are gone. Nobody will touch it. They have lied about me. They've printed half-truths in the Roanoke Times years ago. You'd have to wonder why they spend so much time defaming me, you know. But anyway, they've used my illness against me, and I'm allergic to chemicals, and my immune system attacks itself. And it's quite horrendous. It causes, one thing, so much inflammation that over the years, if I'm force-fed toxic fumes, I mean, it kills me. My life, the lifestyle I have, they keep me penniless. Besides the chemicals, they make me so sick. And the medicine I take for the inflammation can cause kidney damage. So I've had kidney, lungs, you name it, the whole liver, your whole body, and now then vascular. And I'm not going to get in, I can't on this tape, I've put it on others, stating just exactly where some of it, well, I'll go ahead and say where one of it started. It's odd. I can't even get a place to live now, like Section 8, because members of law enforcement way up come in and they partnered with Section 8 housing, retirement, low-income housing. Can you believe this? I'm kidnapped. I was kidnapped. I was supposed to be the most wealthiest woman in the world, and look what they've done to me. But anyway, I'll just name one of these. It was over in Bedford next door, and Brenda Ellis is manager. Well, they couldn't, for some reason, this goes so high up, they were shut down. It's owned by Black Reverend Moore out of Washington, North Carolina. He owns a whole bunch of these. So that involves the federal government because of Section 8. Well, I was taken over there. Well, he's a little law enforcement, too. I'm not sure he's my friend. I always thought he was, but I wonder nowadays. He took me over there. It was July the 1st. Remember July the 4th when they stole this country from the Brits, me? And I moved in to this low income, and Brenda's the manager. And there was only a handful there, and it had been built to tell you what's going on for a while, and they were nice enough. But anyway, the minute I walked in, I cut the air on, it went out. This is typical. And the fumes start gushing out of the vents, whether it's central or like it is here, it's stuck in the wall. But anyway, that was horrific, the fumes. And then the 4th of July, I'm looking up next door to me at the War Memorial. Remember where Tom Hanks made such a deal over it? And they've got the British flag, which the Brits are hostages just like me. I'm Victoria II, the legal heir. So I have to watch that, and people are shooting off firecrackers, and I've had all this hell done to me, and I'm supposed to salute the American flag. They have done everything in the book. They hate me because I'm British. I didn't commit any crimes. I really haven't. They have done such ugly, awful, every law in the book broken against me, and they have to find some way to try to make me the bad person. It's sick. It's almost, well, it's not like that, but they're making the Korean leader out to be. You should see what the Americans do. What they did to me would be a good start, and my parents and to the Brits. But anyway, they've used my illness on me here, and believe me, that's terror just in itself. The law is broken. They get stuff on people, their law. They get them to participate. A lot of them can't wait to participate. So I think I said this, the person breaks the law. Everybody has something to hide, so it goes that far up. The FBI have orchestrated it. Whether they ever tell this, I don't know, or the Brits are able somehow. I don't know how they could with all that's been done to us. But anyway, I'm jumping around. I wanted to get to this. I've been made so sick, the toxic fumes. And you try to tell someone, they don't want to hear it. Everybody around here knows it anyway. And it's a joke. They get the law enforcement gets them to participate if they didn't want to already by either getting something on their kids or getting something on a teenager or on them, even internal revenue infractions. So they brought in a little bit of everybody on this one that participated against me, and they broke the law. This is Affordable Suites, where I was taken by the state trooper. He was retired, Carl Barton, and I had gone up there because this has been going on. I'll stay as long as I can at a place in the fumes, and they get the participation. It doesn't mean anything to put a lock on your door. They just come in and crack it open and come in and soak my bedding, and it's like every week I'm washing clothes, bedding, because I'm rolling and sick in it. So you can't. It's horrible. I've tried to say it's like renting to someone, a tenant, and forcing them to stay in a room with bees when they're allergic to a bee sting. So what they've done to me is just kill me over the years and had me begging and pleading. And this is where the state trooper retired. His wife brought me down. He was a host up on Roanoke Mountain. It's a National Park Service. And I was there legally. I keep saying that because they made me out to be the criminal. It's not me that's committing the crimes. But anyway, somebody had poured fuel all over my tent, and God knows it's been hard enough just to get a tent to sleep in and live in when I couldn't get a place to live or money to rent with. So the wife of the state trooper brought me down to this place. She paid with a credit card the deposit, and I paid 17 months of living in sheer hell here in the damage done to me. The only way to get away from, if you're immune to chemicals like I am, is they either have to correct the problem and remove the chemicals. In my case, they're deliberately putting them in there. So I don't stand a chance. That's you have to get away. There's no cure for it. The only thing I can do is take anti-inflammatory, which does nothing but help. It can help damage and probably has, I'm sure, my kidneys. So I'm in a mess other than liver, lungs. But here, the wife that paid, the state trooper's wife, Linda, said when she left, I thought they were doing me a favor. When she left, she said, "This is how we move you with chemicals." Well, I could go on to something else, but there's no need to, since my word's no good. But this is Corporate Suites, and I'm just going to show you this one real quick, and then I'm not going to go back. And this was when I had managed to save a few bucks, and I went here. This is Corporate Suites on Northern Drive. I went in there May the 14th of this year, yeah. And they had a new manager, so I told her that I'm allergic to chemicals and that I could usually withstand most household goods. But anyway, that's not what happened. She sent this, I've forgotten her name now, Beth, and I don't remember her last name, housekeeping. And yeah, this all happened. You'd have to call them into court under the threat of lying under oath. She chased me. This woman, housekeeper, chased me with a vacuum cleaner twice at least. She bashed it into some of their own furniture there, which was kind of a wire, hard to hurt it was.